Today we're discussing where your ancestral patterns may be showing up in your own life and what to do about it. We'll also talk about how I got a bit distracted by a new podcast idea I had, and I wanted to share it out with the world in case someone else wanted to start it. Go ahead and take a listen. Welcome to Oracle Mornings, your daily ritual for inner connection and soulful insight. Each morning, we draw a card together to inspire your day with intention, reflection, and a touch of magic. Whether you're just beginning your spiritual journey or simply seeking a moment of peace, you're in the right place. So take a breath, open your heart, and let's begin. Good morning, loves. This is your host, Amanda Johnson, back with another episode of Oracle Mornings. We've been talking a lot about journaling lately, partly because of the journal I came out with for recording your daily Oracle card messages. But also we've been speaking to the importance of having a daily practice where you meet with yourself, because why wouldn't you when so much magic can be unlocked? And when I was doing my journal this morning, I felt really called to share a message with somebody, and I did on Instagram, and I have no idea who it's for, but I knew someone needed to hear it. And then when I went to record today's episode, I felt called to share another one of the messages. And it's a little bit of a download that I get at the end of each journaling session. So here's today's. Be there for the parts of you and your past that couldn't be there for themselves. They are worthy of being seen and not hidden, and they can heal with you now. Welcome to the alignment in all its various facets. Isn't it beautiful? There's so much love here. You are becoming her. And this message stemmed from sort of doing a practice with going in and noticing some shadow parts of myself. I had a little shadow on my heart, and it was younger me, probably about age 12. And, what is it that happened then that started to shut me down? And what is it about her that no longer felt worthy? So it's not about always thinking positively. It's about healing what's happened in the past, healing those parts of you that are still there. And it's important to integrate it and accept all of you if you want to be in wholeness. And when they come to light and when they come to your awareness, that's when the real healing begins. And it's going to lead beautifully into today's card. I am pulling from Rebecca Campbell's deck called Work Your Light Oracle. And the card is called Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing, Rewriting the Future. And it went so well with this journal entry of mine about healing that past self. So I loved it. However, I had one distracted thought that I wanted to share today. I almost wanted to start a completely new episode. Not episode, but rather podcast. And I hope someone out there will do it if it doesn't already exist. And that would be the idea of what our kids say every day that are so strange and interesting, or what they do. I just think it would be like a version of America's Funniest Home Videos, yet with audio. I noticed the other day that my dog smelled really perfumy, and I had no idea what was going on. It was like, I asked my husband, I'm like, you walked her this morning. Did someone love on her that smelled really nice? And he had no idea. And then this morning I was chatting with my son, and I noticed him grab a bottle of lotion that I think one of his cousins must have left here. It's like a Bath and Body Works type thing, and he put a little on and goes, oh, I just love the smell of this. And he rubbed it right onto my dog's head. And he says, I just like to make her smell nice every day. I just thought that was so cute. And it just got me thinking about those daily rituals that people have that are so interesting And why don't we just stop and be curious about those for a minute? How much joy would that bring to our day? And how much would it make the little moments shine so much? So, if you want to start that podcast, there's your idea for the day. Okay, back to the topic of breaking the chain and healing those ancestral patterns. Go ahead, take a couple deep breaths in and out. You are being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. This could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal line. Healing trauma from the past is not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. This is why family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often they are not even ours to begin with. But we do not know another way of being, and so we continue playing out the drama. The thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up is that you cannot heal another person, but your own healing can cause another person to choose to heal. Energy is freed up. You are being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be. What ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from? What part of your future do you want to rewrite? Now is the time to shake them off and dream a new future into being. Here's a journaling prompt for you. What old ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go? You could seek assistance from your support team, such as your tribe, friends, healer, coach, etc. And then you can begin freeing yourself from it now. Go ahead, take a moment to reflect. I think this can bring a lot to light for people in awareness. To give an example, I learned a lot this past year about my grandmother. She passed away probably when I was about 14 years old. And I knew some of her history, but when I really started to dig into our ancestry, I realized how traumatic it really was for her and how hard it must have been through her childhood, essentially. And then I noticed that at some point she had battled pretty severely with depression. And in my own life, I've battled with some depression. And I was curious where it stemmed from because I did not see this with everybody in my family or my friend groups. And I couldn't always name a reason why it was coming up. I couldn't find the root cause. But when I learned this about my grandmother, I realized that it was probably stored trauma that had been passed down to me. And I did a lot of healing around this, whether it was for myself, but also offering her little self healing as well by just picturing love radiating out to her, letting her know she's seen, she's heard, and she's so loved. And I've noticed a shift in myself the past few months that I had never noticed before. There's definitely more lightness around it all. Instead of bawling my eyes out every time I think of her story, I just continue to offer love. And it feels so nice. And my own symptoms have lightened up quite a bit. So I just wanted to share that with you, that you might want to seek some kind of healer that can help walk you through some of that old ancestral patterns that might be caught up somewhere in your DNA. I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Oracle Mornings. Please take a moment and follow the show so you never miss an episode. Simply open the app you listen to podcasts on, such as Apple Podcasts, and hit the follow button. Your support means the world, and I'm so grateful that you choose to spend part of your day with me. And remember, you are a miracle.